Peace, peace. What's going on, family? Just a quick energy update, all right? So we started the week with the moon transiting Libra and the sun in Pisces. This is heavy Venus energy, so we was super open to start the week as far as wanting to start the conversation to connect to others, because Libra's cardinal air, so it's the leader of the relationship signs, the leader of the conversation. So it wants to initiate the conversation. It's the pressure air. So with us feeling like we had to do that, and with the sun in Pisces, we were definitely starting the week in energies feeling like we had to communicate how we felt to others. We had to express how we felt to others. We had to have that conversation, all right? We had to find ways to articulate our feelings, and that Libra moon transit is going to help you find some words. So a lot of us may have jumped into a lot of that energy, especially we're continuing to want to connect to our creative endeavors and people that's related, that's correlated to what we're creatively into. Now with the sun in Pisces and the moon transit in Scorpio, moon just got into Scorpio a couple of hours ago. We know that the moon is uncomfortable in Scorpio. It's in its fall state here, so it's pretty much subconscious. It's in its dream state. So Scorpios don't really know how to deal with their emotions well. They don't know how to react and respond to them well, and this is what we're going to be influenced. It may be uncomfortable dealing with the emotions. It may be uncomfortable reacting and responding because the moon is transiting this dark, deep, strong current. It's being transformed. It's reflecting on old emotions and things that's hidden and whatnot. So yeah, it's an uncomfortable transit for the moon, but guess what? It's a lot of passion out this motherfucker. A lot of passion towards our emotional intent, all right? And it's going to connect us to our deep desires. Now, this is the thing here. With the sun in Pisces, moon in Scorpio, this is a trine. So we got the sun and moon both in water. We know water deals with emotions and connecting. So not only are we going to be influenced towards the rest of the week, moving into the weekend, to connect and express how we feel. We could do these things in extremes because the moon is in Scorpio and we may not really know how to do it appropriately or in the right timing. We may push out the emotion at the wrong time right now. We're being hit by a lot of us may be dealing with a lot of illusions or having our emotions up in the air and trying to get hold of our emotions in certain type of spaces, because we got the sun conjunct Venus in Pisces, and then the sun about to conjunct Neptune sometimes towards tomorrow. They 8 degrees apart. I like to say conjunctions are 7 degrees apart, but so some of y'all already saying that's a conjunction. So the illusions just got heightened this week. And we got energies of Uranus hitting the moon right now. Uranus deal with individuality and transformation. So Uranus hitting the moon with an opposite right now. So not only do we have to react and we have to learn how to react and respond to our forms of feeling of expressing our individuality or relating what our individual outlook. That can cause transformation right now. The moon is already dealing with a lot of extreme passion and energy. The sun is sextiling Uranus. So now we have access to expressing and taking action in an individual way. So that's really a gift that we can take off the rails right now. So we got to be very cautious of how we deal with impulsive actions, impulsive reactions when it comes to people, places, and things that we truly get a sense of pleasure, or makes us feel good, makes us feel appreciated right now, because that's that Pisces energy, and that's the energy people are using to manipulate motherfuckers right now, gassing people up to make it feel like they appreciate them, to make it feel like you want to connect to them right now, and seeing somebody being an illusion by the feel, but somebody else trying to stay in their logical bag or in a strategical bag, so they could utilize their emotions on you. So don't let nobody manipulate emotions on you right now. That's why every night before you go to sleep, you got to understand if what you're doing today was realistic, real talk with the energies we experiencing. All right. But this is a trine. So with the sun in water, moon in water is a trine. So we're creating opportunities to connect, to agree to disagree, all right? To express how you really feel about things. To just know with all these heavy Uranus aspects, this can be transformative. And we just want to really try our best to gauge reality before expressing and connecting ourselves. All right, so we could do things in the most reasonable and wisest ways. And the last thing I want to touch up on is Mars moving into Gemini tomorrow. Mars is our passions, aggressions, deal with the root chakra energy, how we deal with our survival mode and our goals and our intentions, our sex, that frequency vibration. So it's our overall vitality, our charge. And when Mars takes its passionate ass into Gemini, the thing about Mars is already an intentional, direct type of energy, and Gemini is air. Air is quick. Gemini is to me the most wittiest air sign, and then on top of that, when Mars gets into Gemini, shit about to be sped the fuck up with how people are communicating, articulating themselves. Everybody about to be articulating what they about to do, because Mars deal with your intentions, your goal. Everybody about to be articulating what they about to do, or what frustrates them, what makes them angry. All right, the way you communicate your thoughts right now could be no filter. So us dealing with heavy feelings and emotions and potentially illusions based off of our fantasies, based off of what we like and love. Mars moving to Gemini just adds way more aggression towards how we dealing with connecting and relating to others now. People are knocking on your door like, yo, we have to talk. I got some emotions I need to get off right now. And if you don't open the door, I might have to knock this man up. And yeah. All right, so these are the type of energies we dealing with. Mars and Gemini speeds up things with the thought. So it's gonna develop. Mars picks up a whole bunch of information when it transits Gemini on new ideas, new information that it's learning or picking up from others, seeing how others people are doing things. When it comes to their passions, Mars picks up a shitload of information here. It's just that Mars is Mars has a very short filter here, and the things Mars paying attention to can transform a lot. People that have Mars and Gemini, their thoughts, they're very transformative. So this also helps them when they get into new environments. They know how to adapt, transform, especially because it comes from an energy of wanting to, because Mars deal with feelings. So like Mars always trying to protect its vulnerability, to make sure it's not coming off a certain way, or people don't have access to the things it wants to do. And then Mars and Gemini develop a whole bunch of ideas on how to protect his passions or how to execute his passions. It learns from other people. So it's like this is a time where the things that needs your focus right now, you could easily transform them things a lot. You could be real unstable in the thought a lot right now. So you got to make sure you know what you're doing, you know what you're focused on, and you know what's at task, because Mars will develop a whole bunch of ideas to add on to them passions right now. But the way we communicate right now could be impulsive, very short filter, especially with all the emotions in the air and all the love that we trying to connect to and all the appreciation and support we trying to feel. All right, and guys, so just a quick energy update and all that. Hope you guys continue to have a prosperous and productive week. You know, Boro gonna keep tapping in. You smell me?